Okay, so if you look at the diagram that I drew, it is a diagram illustrating Rhizopus. Rhizopus is bread mold. Okay, so the green fungus things that you see, obviously this entire one thing that you see here, this whole thing is called a hypha, right? Hypha is singular. Okay, if there's multiple, so say I had another one drawn over here, right? Say I've got another one drawn over here, then it becomes hyphae. So hypha is one filament like structure. Okay, so hypha, one filament tube like structure. Okay, now with all, remember, you don't just have one of these on bread mold, you have more than one, you have thousands of them. But remember, they are microscopic, so you can't see each and every one of them, but obviously there are thousands of these. So altogether, this whole thing is actually called mycelium. Mycelium. And mycelium is a network of these structures. So it is a network of filament structures. Right? It includes everything that is in your mycelium. So it includes your rhizoid, it includes the stolon, all of that. Okay. Then in terms of your drawing diagram itself, remember that I said a rhizoid is, for example, roots. This whole thing resembles, for example, a flower without the petals, right? So R for rhizoid, R for roots. These are very similar to roots. In this part here, your rhizoid goes deep into the surface of your substrate. So if it's bread or if it's cheese, whatever it is, this rhizoid goes deeper beneath into your, it's like a root. It penetrates the surface and it is used for nutrients. Okay, then above the surface, I'm going to draw another line here. This paper is moving. Drawing a line. So above the roots, now you have horizontal like tubes. Okay, horizontal structures. This is called a stolon, and basically it's used for expanding your fungus. So as your fungus grows, right, this is still roots, this is still underneath, you can't see it, it is microscopic. All of this is microscopic, you can't see any of it, but this specifically you can't see. Your stolon, I'm just gonna put your stolon, it is horizontal, right? It is horizontal and it expands, allowing the fungus to spread. So like how it would spread on bread, that stolon is going to expand. Now we're going to have another one over here. Okay, another one, and then we're going to have that there. That's another one, right? So obviously it will expand and thousands more will grow. Then you have your sporangiophore. Your sporangiophore is like a stem, but it's not a stem. But you can think of it as a stem, right? And it provides for an upright, the upright growth of your of your whole rhizopus. It provides upright growth for it. Columella. Columella is where your sporangium and your sporangiophore meet. So this meeting point just over here, that there is your sporangiophore, where they meet, it is columella. Last, you have a sporangium. Sporangium is at the top. Okay, it is at the top of your rhizopus, and on your sporangium you have spores. So I'm going to say spores for multiple. So all those little dots that you see over there, those are spores. Spores is used for reproduction. Okay, so when they germinate, first of all, they'll fall off, or they'll fall off onto the surface, wherever. They'll germinate and more mycelium will grow, more rhizopus will grow, because they're like seeds, but they're spores. Okay, don't say they are seeds. They are not seeds, they are spores. We just say seed. We just, to make it easier for you to understand an analogy, think of seeds on a flower. Then you have your sporangium. Sporangium is where the spores basically grow on. Okay, to make it easier for you guys to understand. So this here is a very important drawing. Please know rhizopus very, very well. Rhizoid, I said rhizoid is like root. It is a root. It is used for nutrition. Okay, horizontal expansion or growth. So they can grow horizontally above the surface. Rhizoid penetrates deeper into the substrate, whatever the substrate is. Okay, hypha is just one whole thing like this. Hyphae would be the entire collection of them, but this entire thing, let's just say you have one whole slice of bread and the entire bread has mold on it, all of that is called mycelium, which is a network, a full network. If we zoom in with a microscope and we are only looking at one, it is a hypha. Okay, if we are looking at a few of them, it then becomes hyphae. Okay, so please know this very well.